Your oldest friend is a Gestrel.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustav would have loved that.
Why? Because
Because he liked the idea we don't get to enjoy such long friendship. Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too?
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take. Trust goes both ways, no?
All right then. As a gesture.
No need.
Well, aren't you a quick study?
But I appreciate the gesture.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both ways.
I feel like we already established, and as a gesture of good faith, I'll answer.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with...
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right.
How come Minoko lives so far from the other Gestrels?
Minoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for
A lost Gestrel.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
That was...
Yeah.
You were sad.
Yeah.
You were thinking of Julie.
Not just her, but... Yeah.
Want a hug?
Yeah. I do.
She reminds me of someone.
Who? My owl?
Have I met her before?
Well, you also thought you knew Ciel.
Oh, but I do. Wait, don't I?
You're the one who says all humans seem the same to you.
Oh, well, that's because you're all cousins. Same, but...
Right, so, maybe it's that.
Yes. Ah, just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Man, you're so very...
Yep. Verso the Wise.
Oh, great name. Oh, can I be Eskia the Great? No, wait. How about Eskia the Brave? Oh, no. Eskia the Great is better.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrels for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the Gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical, but parts of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
Hey,
Hey,
I didn't mean...
it's fine.
I just...
I miss him too.
It's...
The pain we feel. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, but what I needed,
What do you mean?
feel everything when I'm tired, when I feel hopeless. I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger.
Moaning.
I can almost feel them beside me. Especially when I use Chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness.
Feel Gustav.
Yeah,
I'd like to feel him with me too.
you have an affinity for Chroma too.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't want to know a secret. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
Really?
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. We've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just we're
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gommage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustav and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustav would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustav's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.